Hey, what's up, my peoples? I'm Go here, the freaking geek himself, and it's time to just transform the Keith's Fantasy Club Ironpaw and Rhinohorn. So without further ado, let's just transform it. So we'll start off with Ironpaw. So the first thing you want to do is just come back here. You want to open up the legs here on either side. And just swing those out. Then you want to take the legs, unpeg them, they just plug in right in here, and just bring them up. Then you're going to take these gold sections here and rotate these down to either side, like so. Once that is done, take all of this and just bring it down. Bring it down like that, and then you're going to rotate this section 180. You then want to take the halves of the head and flip them up. You can close the mouth there, flip that up, close the mouth. You have this little section right in here that you want to flip up, and then all of this will collapse down. And there's a little slot for it right in here, so just drop that in. So it's sitting like so. Then you can take this head and main section here and just rotate it up. Make sure things are out of your way. It's a little bit of a clearance issue here, but just rotate it up like that. And then you can bring the two halves together like so. And just peg it all together like that. You can just kind of bring his paws up. And we got the front all done. And now for the back here, we want to take the hind legs and just extend them out. Extend them out, then take these sections and rotate them down. Once you've done that, you can take his tail and flip that out. We're then going to take these sections here, bring them up, and bring them all the way over. You have a little panel here. You're going to flip out. This little section here, you're going to rotate up. Now you have one of his weapons. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. So take this and rotate it forward. You got this little panel here. You're going to rotate back. And then rotate this section up. Like so. And there you have Ironpaw in beast mode. And to get Ironpaw back into cassette mode, just take this section here, rotate it down, take this panel and flip it back up. Take all of this, bring it back. Same thing on the other side. Rotate this down, flip this panel forward. There's a little tab slot connection for it there to lock it into place. Bring this down all the way back on those hinges. Like so. Take the tail, flip that up, it'll stay flipped up, rotate these sections out with the hind legs, and then just tuck the paw in and collapse that hind leg in like that. Same thing here, just collapse all that in like so. Next we're going to split this whole head section here. Split all this. This does hold in quite securely. There we go. Take that and just bring these sections back. Again, be mindful of those front legs there. And then just rotate all of this down so it's sitting like that. Then you can take this entire assembly here and bring it up. Bring this little section down. And make sure this is all the way back. Make sure that's straightened out. And make sure that is all the way back and sitting flush right there. Now you want to open up his mouth. Like that. And then collapse the head in. You can see how everything has little grooves to sit in. And same thing here. Just open up the mouth. And just have all that sitting like so. You then want to rotate this entire assembly 180, and then you want to bring the legs up, and all of that should just sit right there like that. Bring up the other side, and all that should be sitting just like that. And you can take these gold sections here and flip them up, and flip them up. Take the legs, bring them out to the side. Make sure you point those paws out, and then flip the paws in. This section here has a little post-port connection, so make sure you have that lined up and plugged in. And there you have Ironpaw back in Alt mode. And now for Rhinohorn, what we're going to do is turn it around. We're going to take this entire assembly here and flip that out. Take all this and flip it out. You want to take this assembly here and flip it all the way up. Then you're going to take the two halves of the head and bring them together. Little horn here will just rotate down. You can bring his little ears back so it is sitting like so. And once that is done, you want to then take his little legs and just extend them all, extend them all, extend them all. And then you're going to take the central section here, you're going to rotate this up and then fold it in so it's sitting like that. Then you're going to take this section here and rotate it 180, rotate that 180, and then you're going to fold all this in, and you have this post which will go into this port right here on either side, so make sure that's lined up. Plug that in and plug that in. You can then bring the head all the way down. You want to bring down his weapons just halfway, and you're going to take this section here and rotate it around like that, and then you can bring this down like so. There's a little notch that will sit in, so it'll sit flush against the body. Same thing here. Take this section and just rotate it around and bring that down and get this sitting in that little notch. And then you're going to flip out these little sections here, bring that out, flip out this little section here and flip all that out, and then these two halves will rotate in and that will form his little tail. And now all of this will rock back, and there's a little post-port connection right here. So get all of that lined up, plug that in and plug that in like so. And there you have Rhinohorn in beast mode. And now to get him back into alt mode, you want to just untab this entire back section here. And just pop those little tabs, or little posts rather, rotate this up, and then bring these out to the side. You can then flip the halves of the tail in on either side, and then fold all this in like so. And you want to take the weapons here, just bring them up halfway, and then rotate all this around so it's sitting here, and then rotate it up. Be mindful that there is this post is here and it has a little groove. It's going to sit in the weapon, so make sure that is lined up so it's sitting like that. Second verse is like the first. Just bring that up and rotate that around and rotate that up so it's sitting like that. Then we want to take the head, bring it up, and then we can split the body and undo these posts here on either side and open that up. We want to take these sections here with the legs, rotate them 180, rotate 180, open up this section here, and then bring that down. Make sure all of that clears, all that right there. You want to split the rhino head. Actually, before you do that, you want to bring his little ears down. Bring his little ears down. And then split the rhino head, bring that down, and then just kind of collapse the horns in so it is looking like that. Then you want to just flip in his little toesies and collapse all of that up. So it's looking just like that in there. Same thing here. Again, just collapse all that up. Collapse all that up. So it's looking like that. Then take these sections and just fold them in on either side. Fold it in. Again, do little post-port connections right up in here. So just make sure all that is together. And there you go. There you have Rhinohorn back in Alt mode.